6 afraid of ants. Because ant raped 9. Shit like that. That's cool shit, you know? The camera's fine, really. It's all good. Don't worry about it. You know? I'm more concerned with it. They already have like 50 pool tables in that room. Why do they need 2 more fucking pool tables? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, you still gotta fucking pool in here? Like, that's ridiculous. Get rid of the fucking pool tables. That way we can dance in this room. People like that. Girls wanna dance, alright? It's a sausage fest in there. Girls don't want to play pool. They want to dance. You know, you guys are ridiculous. You know, oh boy. You guys ever think about weird things? Like, you ever think about what if coming and pissing were reversed? You ever think about that? Like, if coming and pissing were reversed, like every time a man had to come, it'd be like when he wakes up in the morning hungover and he just takes a piss in the toilet, you know, for 5 minutes straight, you know, but it's just all cum, you know. Like, but every time he has to take a piss, he'd have to jerk off every single time. It'd be ridiculous, you know. You go like a Phillies game where all the guys have been drinking all day. You just go in the bathroom, just a lineup of guys just at the urinals, just jerking it. Just in a race against time, just begging somebody to give him a hand. You know. But yeah, it would all just be jerking off, you know, like every man would have a fucking Ziploc bag of lotion in their back pocket just ready to go, you know. Girlfriends would have to help their men fucking pee by jerking them off all the time, you know. Like pissing on your woman would be a much bigger kink if you had to jerk off to piss, you know. And if the roles were reversed and we're talking about women, I don't even know how that would go, to be honest with you. I don't really know, you know? I'm going to try a bit that hasn't worked in 2 years, but I'm going to try it anyway because I like it. But people don't like it, but I do. You know how cats have 9 lives? Like, would it be cool if humans had 9 lives like cats do? Because like if humans had 9 lives, let's say, like for a woman to have an abortion, she'd have to go to the clinic like 9 times in a row to finally have it taken care of, you know? Like, that would be wild. Most women couldn't even pull that shit off. It'd be like getting a tattoo removed, you know? Most women would after 5 trips to the abortion clinic, they would just tap out and just say, fuck it, I'll just have the baby, you know? So then you'd go to elementary school and there'd be a whole bunch of kids that only have 2 or 3 lives left, you know? And all the other kids have 9 lives, so they would get picked on, all the time. Out at recess, even the kid with Down syndrome would be like, don't pass the ball to Billy, he has 2 lives left, he might die. You know, he'd fucking made fun of. So those kids would, you know, he'd be bullied and he'd go to high school all fucked up, then he'd shoot up his whole entire school, which would be fine because those kids would still have 8 lives left, you know? But poor Billy would be sent off to prison calling his mom, it's okay, Mom, they gave me a life sentence, but I have 2 lives left, so I'll get out one day. He's like, sorry, Billy, but he didn't tell you, but your dad kicked me in the stomach when I was pregnant, but you actually only have 1 life left, you know? Oh. Man. 9 lives, you know. If you had 9 lives, to commit suicide, you'd have to kill yourself 9 times in a row. Think about that. If you're afraid to commit suicide, you wouldn't even be sad about that shit. You'd be like, he really wanted that shit. Good for him. I'm happy for him, you know? That shit would be insane. Women can't even pull that shit off because women suck at suicide. I've seen you guys do it. All you do is you down 30 Excedrin PM pills and you just call your boyfriends crying and you just throw up later. You have to be a real man to jump off that bridge and swim back out and climb back up and jump off that bridge and swim back out and climb back up and jump off that bridge and swim back out and climb back up 9 fucking times in a row. That takes a lot of effort, you know. And I could make suicide jokes because I'm gonna kill myself one day. So I could talk about this, you know. Yeah. I have 50 minutes of suicide material, just 50 minutes of it. I'll tell you. I mean, my wife thinks that I'm fucking crazy. She's making me go to couples counseling. Anybody here ever go to couples counseling? Yeah. Good. There's a lot of respectful women here, you know, that don't deserve to be slapped. That's great because Mine, like couples counseling is the worst thing ever. We go every single week, and the counselor, who was a guy, would just take her side on every single issue. Just like, yeah, why don't you put the toilet seat back down? Like, fuck you, dude. Like, he just wanted to fuck her, you know? He just wanted to fuck her. And I was so sick of it, you know? And they're just bullying on me. And one day I finally, I stood up for myself, I'm gonna be a man, you know? I want to be a man. So I walked in and I kicked open that door of the counselor's office and I said, hey, queer. You know, I called him gay. Not because he was, just because it was a manly thing to do. It was deemed, you know. I said, hey, listen. I have needs too. You know, I have needs, so let's talk about it. They're like, okay, what are your needs? Like, we're not having sex enough, so how about that, Mr. fucking, you know, couples counselor? Yeah. They said, that's a serious issue, men need sex, like, we're gonna work something out, and so they did. And what they came up with was a sticker chart. Yeah, so when you're in kindergarten class and you have a good day in school and they give you a sticker on the wall at the end of the day, and after maybe 5 good days at recess you get 5 stickers, you get an ice cream sundae party or something like that. We had the same exact type of system. If I was a good husband, I put the toilet seat down, I took the trash out, whatever husband shit you're supposed to do, I get a sticker on the wall for that day, you know. And the system was set up if I get 5 stickers, I get a hand job. That's 5 good days in a row. If I get 10 stickers, I get a blow job, you know? 15 stickers, sex, you know? Good old school vaginal intercourse with God watching from above, and we're making eye contact. Love making, you know? Love making. And then if we got 30 stickers in a row, we got to have anal sex. Yeah. But it's a use it and lose it system, you know? So most of the time, I would just get 5 stickers and just take the try hand job and then be back to 0, you know? Just over and over again. You know, and finally one day I was like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go the whole way and I'm gonna have anal sex, not on my birthday, you know, not on Christmas, just on a random Tuesday in January, you know? I was super excited about that. So I was the best husband. You're probably a really good husband, right? But I was better than you. I was so much better than you. You have no idea how good of a husband I was. I was putting the toilet seat back up, I was taking the trash out, I was listening to her stupid fucking stories. I called her mom on her mom's birthday and had a half-hour long conversation with her. I mean, I was just slam dunking it, just slam dunking. So, you know, basically, she started catching on to what the fuck I was doing, you know. I see her in the corner, rubbing lotions on her hands, hey, you want a hand job? I'm like, you put those nasty, slutty hands away. You know what I want, you know. And then basically, she started, taking the stickers off the chart that I wasn't looking, you know? So I went to Walmart and I bought stickers that I put on Mom when she wasn't looking, you know? And finally, the day came, I got all 30 stickers, I went in the bedroom and I waited for her to come in, and she jumped in, and she was wearing a strap on, and she fucked me in the ass. Sick. My name's Steve Kain, guys, have a good night.